You know, Amanda, I feel like everything having a definition now.
I I think that every time I look at TikTok, this lady's in here reading me for filth, telling me all of my mental health problems. After I sent that one to you yesterday, the algorithm was like, "We see this content resonated with you. Please let us send you more." And then this one today was about the way that you sleep. And
Girl,
again, all of the things that came up about
girl.
my sleeping habits, I was just like, oh, now I have this problem too. So broken.
The thing is, you're a sleeper. I have sleeping problems. You sleep. What problems of sleep do you have?
Well, I can fall asleep fine and I can fall asleep like at a regular time. It is the nighttime waking. And then before I can fall back to sleep, it is the catastrophizing. Like all of the intrusive thoughts happen. And so then I have a hard time going back to sleep. But she was showing like clenched hands, like waking up with clenched hands, waking up sweaty, sleeping in what she called a mountain climber pose, which is my preferred method of positioning in bed. All of these things are representative of having or being stuck in flight. So the last one, I have also the freeze issues with my central nervous system, and now according to this lady, I also am constantly stuck in flight mode.
Okay, everything you just said, falling asleep just fine, but staying asleep, waking up, and then thinking about all the shit you have to do, and then thinking about how all those things are going to go wrong, and how we are not going to make it. This is going to be real bad, or it could go good, but this is going to be real bad. And then that mountain climber pose or whatever it is, I have all that, and now I've come to the place where I'm going to say, I don't think everything should have a definition because you sent me that one. I mean, I'm pulling it up right now
Oh yeah, last night.
so we can discuss this because I am certain that other people need to hear this. And, sure, bed rotting, that's the one we're discussing,
Yeah.
uh, is
Al-
real, but
Also,
I
we're
also,
not doctors, so
we're
take this for
not.
what you will.
I think that we are busy, working,
Overstimulated.
long time married women, mothers, wives who are just tired, and I think that's allowed. Now I can't, after a long day at work and having my teenager cuss me out and having my second grader, I shouldn't even have a second grader because I'm 50 goddamn years old, uh be upset because she got a 7 out of 10 on the spelling test that we studied really hard for every day for hours at a time. Now I can't just lay down in the bed without it being laying in the bed. It's just laying in the bed. I'm laying in the bed because I'm tired, goddammit. Why do I have to have all of these central nervous system problems? Why do I have to have a burgeoning mental health breakdown? I'm just fucking tired. I just want to lay down. Why am I bed rotting?
So I think the first question I would be interested to know, and if you feel so inclined and you're listening to this and you want to shoot us a DM and tell us if you do this too, because Melissa and I were talking last night after I sent her this TikTok. And it was talking about all of the things that people can do when they are chronically in a, it was, oh, what did she say it was? What does it say on the thing?
Functional freeze.
Okay. So when you're in a functional freeze, it means that you can go to work, you can parent your children, you can schedule the appointments, make the lunches, get through your day and be fine. And nobody sees anything is going on with you. But then when you get home, you chronically sit in your car for minutes, maybe a long time when you get home before going inside your house. You bed rot, which means you stay in bed. You don't want to get out of bed, especially on weekends. Like Saturday, you could spend the majority of the day in your bed. Overstimulated, right? With like smells and sounds.
I can't help it. That's the nose I was born with.
But bed rotting specifically, like the minute that my kids, all of their needs have been taken care of, they've been fed and they've been, they're home from activities, they've showered. As soon as I put that meal on the table and they're all good, that is my cue to retreat to my bed. And that is where I will stay most of the nights until I wake up the next morning.
Correct. But I think that's normal.
That's like my reward. I wake up thinking about that specific moment that I get to have at the end of the day.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why everything has to have a negative label, or everything has to be, some kind of mental health struggle. I feel like if you did all the things you needed to do out in the world and for your family, so you went to work, you unloaded the dishwasher, you made sure you planned all the meals for the week, the children are bathed like super clean, short nails, belly buttons not dirty, behind the ears clean, actual. I'm a highly functioning person. My shit is together. You wouldn't think anything was wrong with me. And so, but to be highly functioning is also to be tired at night. So I don't know why getting in the bed, which is a normal reaction to being tired from doing all the things, should be called bed rotting. That's where I'm at. And if it is, listen, that shit resonated with me. Do not get me wrong. It did. I have been in go mode for a long time now. And it did resonate, but I also was like, why should I feel bad about wanting to lay the fuck down?
Sometimes I have zero qualms with it, and then sometimes I do feel guilty. Like last Sunday, I bed rotted the entire day. And I don't know if it was just like my kids didn't go back to school until Thursday this week, and they have been out of school since December 20th. So I don't know if I just like finally hit my breaking point, because the week hadn't been particularly hard. But I spent the entire day in bed, and then I got to the end of the day and I did feel a little bit bad about it for not having been productive. And sometimes I will have at least one day in the weekend where I will stay in bed maybe until 2. But, I don't get dressed. I don't shower. I don't do any. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is that bad? What do people do on their weekends? Like, if I don't have to take my kids to a game or to an activity or have to be someplace.
I mean, I think it's only bad if you... I think it's only bad if you label it as bad. Because laying in bed all day and resting to me sounds like self-care. To me,
you're recharging your batteries, right?
100% recharging your battery. Maybe I got up and took a shower. Maybe I did all of my skincare, but I did it slower and better, and I applied way more shit. And now I'm laying here. My skin is wet with skincare, and I'm reading a book. I'm eating a high-protein snack. Man, fuck y'all. I'm not going to feel bad about this. Well, first, I think that this is what happens with me and you. Is me and you just drop them into conversation. They're like, wait, what's going on? We should probably define bed rotting. So I think bed rotting only exists actually on social media. That's another layer of the problem that we have to address.
Yeah.
I think it's not a real word. It's not a real term.
I think it's only...
It's a TikTok trend.
It is a TikTok trend. And I think it is only a problem if it interferes with your life, right?
Correct. And so if you're highly functioning, you got up, you washed your ass, you washed the dishes, your children have clean mouths, your children are respectful to their teachers and other members of authority out into the world, and then they come home and they eat their fucking dinner and they do their fucking homework, and you clean the table, and you fire up a Netflix while you fold yet another load of laundry. You're a healthy, functioning bitch, okay? You got your work done. And you deserve to take a long hot shower and lay the fuck down. I don't understand why we're making this a bad thing. Now, if you are bed rotting and you don't got no kids and you ain't doing nothing the fuck else, that's different. You know what I'm saying? So hold on.
Yeah.
So let's see what bed rotting is. The definition of bed rotting is bed rotting or lying in bed. First of all, lying in bed needs a definition? Okay.
I think it's like the act of like prolonged time in bed that's not sleeping. But the other piece of this, for me specifically, and I think that you're the same kind of mom too, I'm a bedroom mom. So if I'm home and I want to relax and watch TV, I do it in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. But there are some moms who are living room moms. And when they want to sit and relax, they sit in their living room.
Well, me, I'm a hybrid. It just depends on who the fuck is bothering me. So, you know, if I take a shower, first of all, I can't be in my bedroom without my shower. So if I've taken my shower and done my skincare and I'm laid up in the bed, that's it. I don't know. What are you looking for? What's in here that you need? There's no more talking to me once I've retired to this area. Mommy,
my kids will come in, but they'll lay down and hang out.
Yeah, they can come in. They can sit on the edge of the bed and ask their little question, but y'all got to go. This is a sacred adult space. For real, though. Y'all don't see? Unless I call you in here to do something, bring me that remote, bring me this glass of water, or whatever it is, y'all don't need to be back here. What y'all need to be back here for? Ain't nothing back here for you.
Mine are allowed in if they have an iPad or a phone with them and I'm watching something or reading something. They do need to have headphones, and it does need to be low, because Lennox will come in with whatever it is he's looking at blaring loud and want to lay in bed with me, which is fine. You can come in here and lay, but don't be disruptive.
You can come in here and lay, but it's going to need to be silent.
Yeah.
You can come in here and exist. I like that. Want to cuddle? 100%. But you're not coming in here talking and asking for things. That's crazy. Then I go in your room and start asking you for shit? I wouldn't do that. So the Wikipedia definition of bed rotting is, or lying in bed. This is how you know we're at Idiocracy. I'm giving you the definition of lying in bed. Is a phrase for a social media trend wherein a person stays in bed for an entire day without engaging in daily activities and chores. Participants commonly spend their time on their computer or phone. The behavior may have a negative impact in individuals experiencing depression.
Okay, so like if I load a dishwasher, unload a dishwasher, does that exempt me from the term bed rotting?
Correct.
Because I'm not completely useless.
And that's what I'm saying here is it's bed rotting if like your quality of life and the quality of life of the people that depend on you has now diminished because you cannot physically get out of the bed. You are rotting in the bed. But
okay, well then we're good.
Correct. So this definition that the lady said, she's like, you're functioning and you do all these things and you went here and there and you fulfilled all your obligations to the people in your life, and then you go home and you scroll and you lay down. I'm like, that sounds like tired.
I need to block her now because she really does keep showing up.
You have to block her. I had to block one of them too. There's a really pretty lady that talks about ADHD, and I had to just block her because the shit she's talking. I'm like, girl, bitch, that sounds regular as fuck. What are you talking about? And so I'm tired of being told I have these mental health issues when the reality is all you motherfuckers are clean and fed. Okay? I am clean and fed. I haven't shot up a school. I haven't. God. I'm serious. I haven't laid down in the fucking, automatic doors of a 7-Eleven butt naked. I am fine. And I know the more you say you're fine, you're not fine. Sure, there might be some problems, but
who doesn't?
As long as the kids don't have cavities and the kids are going to school and the kids have, a vegetable twice a week, I think I'm fucking doing great. I don't.
I'm killing it.
I am. And, I start to like sometimes really internalize these ideas that something is lacking or something is wrong, and then I'll go balls to the wall and try to fix them, you know. But then I still feel completely the same, like normal in my body. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think social media probably is one of the worst things that has happened to our society. Don't get me wrong, I love the shit.
Oh, yeah, same. But yeah, it is problematic.
Yeah. So if any of you out there are reading this and you got all your work done for the day and then you came home and took a shower and laid in the bed, I don't think you're a bed rotter. I think you're a tired lady. And I think it's perfectly fine. You know?
I love laying in my bed.
Me too. And my husband judges it, actually. He doesn't understand
Why?
it. He's never understood. And the thing is, before bed rotting was a term, I've been doing this shit.
Same. So when he comes home and he wants to relax, how does he do that? Can he
I
relax?
don't know. Correct. I was about to say, I don't know that Justin Beck can relax. That's not a thing he does. Mm-mm. And then when he does want to, he wants to do it in a codependent way. He wants me to do it with him his way. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Also, all these lights are fucking on. Turn these off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't relax. There's dishes in the sink. So handle that and then we can go relax.
Right.
He wants to have his back raked. He wants to get chills.
Yeah.
While he watches some period film that I don't want to fucking see. With all these goddamn lights on. That is not relaxing to me. I want to be alone where you aren't. So how are we going to solve that?
You need to just do like a timed, like just a show, like a quick 20-30 minute show, and then retreat to your specific area to relax, or half and half.
I can't do anything. I can't watch anything I like with him. I'm
Do you have
furious within
shows?
5 minutes.
Do you have shows that you can enjoy together? Is there like a certain genre or something that you can do and it's enjoyable together?
We haven't gotten. We had them. We had RuPaul's Drag Race. We had Game of Thrones. We had Breaking Bad. But we haven't found something that we both really, really like. And the past couple ones that we have seen, we've been disappointed. You know, like we got involved in Servant. We were like, what the fuck happened there? And so now we're like scarred from a couple of bad experiences. We watched that AO shit, and it was like, girl, really? But he judges. Babe, I've never seen a person just want to lay down all day. We have the whole day ahead of us. Like, what, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? Like, right now, he was like, well, when you're done with your podcast, we'll get up. We'll take the kids to X to have food. Then we'll go to IKEA. Then we'll go to da-da-da. Then. And then Jade and Noah and Tristan are coming over for dinner. I'm like, girl, the plan is I went to the gym. I'm going to record my little podcast. I'm going to do a light cleaning before our guests arrive for dinner. And then dinner is the plan. That's it for me. What are you talking about? Go here and there and all these places and then host people. I got to sit down.
Is IKEA like you have to go for something specific, or he just wants to go?
He likes to just be in there.
See, IKEA is stressful.
I like it. I do. But post-pandemic, it hasn't been the same. So I don't love it the way that I used to. I used to love to go in there once a month and be in there for 2 and 3 hours and look at every motherfucking thing and then leave there with a bunch of shit. But I'm now in my minimalist phase of life where maybe I do have mental health issues. I can't deal with another item. I can't manage another item. I don't want another item coming in here. I don't give a fuck if you only have one shoe left. Figure it out. I don't want that shit in my face.
No, I am the exact same. Because we had work started on the bathroom this week, that meant that I had to finally go through and deal with like the 25 paint cans that were stacked in the doorway leading into the bathroom. I had to like vacuum and dust and move stuff. I had to clean up my laundry room, which is just like the drop zone for all the shit that I don't know what to deal with. And I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
mine.
wow, we really need to like be on this. And then very quickly what can happen in those moments, like when I go on a cleaning tear, is that the garbage bags just start flying and
Yep.
things just start getting thrown out. And I'm kind of feeling like I'm in that place right now. Like before we came down here to record, I stepped into both of the boys' bedrooms and looked, and I was just like, they are. I am uncomfortable with the amount of items that are in there,
Correct.
and their bed, they don't even have a lot of stuff. But I'm feeling the itch to just start throwing stuff away because I can't think about it.
Nobody here has a lot of stuff because the way this house is set up, everything must have a home or else the house looks crazy. Everything
100%.
must have a home or else the house looks crazy. And everything pretty much has a home, but I just don't want to manage. I'm tired of managing little people's stuff. I'm tired of managing my stuff. I really enjoy only functional items. So if this house has a table and a chair, I'm down to the point where a rug is doing too much. I can't. I'm dealing with another item. It's just another item. I want house plants,
Yeah.
furniture that is used,
Yep.
an ability to have coffee, matching silverware, and some black sweatpants. Like that's where I'm at. You know, I purged my closet and I realized I have so many things for just in case I go somewhere.
Where are you
And
going?
correct, as a person that doesn't want to go anywhere, why? Why? I have a
So
lot
did
of
you
just
really-
in case.
Did you really like, what'd you do? Take it to Goodwill? Did you put it on Poshmark? Like, did you really get rid of it or did you just store it away?
It's in 3 giant black garbage bags, and when I get the energy to remove them from my trunk, I'm gonna just drive around with them motherfuckers for a minute. Then when I get the energy to move them from my trunk into a box, where am I getting this box? And then spend $50 on each box to send it to Kira, who will love it all. She'll love it all. She'll cherish it all. She is a collector of fashion items. And then I can then vicariously live through her enjoying the items. So I'll go on her social media and I'll see, oh, she wore that outfit. Oh, that's cute. Oh, she did something with that. Okay. That will bring me joy. I just got to get the boxes and the tape
Yeah.
and the time and the energy to do it. And I
Yeah.
will. But like, even with the purge, you wrote me a note? I could do your hair, but I'm in the middle of something. Are you in a rush? You're leaving? Okay, bring the hair items. I'm sorry, Amanda. We have to take a break.
No
to
worries.
do Shira's hair. Bring the items, please. Not passed me a note while talking. Girl. Read it. Read it. It's a demand of you while you're Weren't we just talking about this?
Yeah, no, my kids are, I mean, I think that this is the problem for all moms, you know, who have a live-in spouse or partner or whomever they have with them helping with these kids, because I've said it a million times, my hair could be on fire and I'm juggling chainsaws. And one of my kids will come up and be like, could you open this squeezy fruit for me real quick? I'm like,
Exactly.
your dad's right there doing nothing. What do you mean?
Mind you, her hair is perfectly pretty. She could have just brushed it and worn it down. Okay, what's the style, Mommy?
2 low braids with hair tie on top.
2 low braids.
With hair tie on top.
Okay. So let's get her to... Where are you going? You're going with Daddy?
And to go to get me a charger, hot cocoa, and some marshmallows.
Ooh, you have a nice day planned. Is Shalom going with you?
No. She doesn't want to.
She should.
But she's doing her makeup for fun.
Oh, okay. Why doesn't she just go with you? You, Daddy, and Shalom could have a nice day while Masha's at drama class.
And put it, I don't know. She doesn't want to.
Hair tie.
I like these new hair ties. They feel nice.
Okay. Two braids is
What?
a lot of hairstyle for while I'm doing something. Next time maybe Daddy could do this.
He doesn't know how to do hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's really bad at it.
Are they French braids or just regular?
Regular braids. Daddy's really bad at hair.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how to do one bubble braid.
Okay. He doesn't even know how. Okay. Okay. Why don't you convince Shalom to go with you and you guys have a nice day out, okay?
Okay, I'll tell her.
Grab some lunch and tell Daddy when he's at it. If you guys end up at IKEA, go to that Asian supermarket. We need toilet paper, okay?
Could we get Hello Kitty one?
Correct. That's why I just said go to the Asian supermarket.
Okay.
Amanda, you remember when he did Costco by himself and he bought the wrong single-ply toilet paper? Like
Are you out of it finally?
900 rolls of it. That was like 6 months ago. We're finally out of it.
Oh, bless.
Because remember, I got the Hello Kitty toilet paper from me. And I told
Yeah.
the girls this was their toilet paper, the shitty toilet paper from Costco.
Yeah.
That's why she was just like, can we have Hello Kitty?
Our butts are raw and chapped.
Yeah. So go tell Daddy to get 2 Hello Kitty packs. One for your side and one for my side, okay? Because we're down to our last roll, and that just... The dude cannot abide. Yeah, girl, exactly. Woof. Dear Mommy. Love you. Put chapstick on and shut this door. Thank you. Anyway. Where are we at?
What were we talking about? Being tired? Having children?
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Sheer came on for a brilliant demonstration.
Not the note. I have to take a picture of the note so that you guys can see. I mean, I don't know. I think social media is making
moderation.
It's making us feel like we are experiencing the human condition, and I'm like, I'm over that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate follow people.
No.
I don't fucking... I mean, I guess I hate follow the whole internet, really. Because I log on and look at the shit and go, why? I don't know. I you know what else I don't even enjoy positive content. That's how you know I gotta just log off.
You mean like positive content on social media or just like positive news in general?
Positive content on social media. Like,
yeah, I don't want to see that.
In just 30 days, if you do all these exercises, bitch, I can't. You know? You know what I mean?
Well, in this time of year with that kind of content, I feel like it's everywhere, and it's so easy to get, caught up in that cycle of, okay, it's the new year. I have to make all these changes. I have to do all of these things. And then I get overwhelmed with thinking that I have to do all of these, new things and build all these new habits. I just got to get to June.
That's exactly where I'm at right now. What are you talking about? I purged my refrigerator, bleached it, wiped it all down. It's empty, and I don't want to refill it with food. I want it to stay empty. But there are these children that need to be fed, and I'm like, I purged my closet, and I believe that I have just items that I love. So it's like, I think that I'm in the overwhelmed slump portion of this year, and we're now 2 weeks into the new year. I think that can all end now.
Well, and it's just easier to lay in bed than actually deal with it. Do you think?
Well-
Do you find that? Would you take a social media break from posting, or would you take a social media break from posting and looking?
Posting and looking, it has to be both,
Yeah.
or else you're not on a break. And I don't need to post, you know what I mean? Posting is like, you know, when I do, it's just like fun for me. And I'm a post and go, so
Yeah.
I won't even see the responses to the shit until like way later. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay, that was cool. But then I forgot, you know, the thing that I was posting about. But I could stop posting. Could I stop looking? That's different. And I also think you can't take a social media break and say you're going to take a social media break. So I already fucked this one up. I can't take it now because I just said I wanted to take it. You have to just go. Nobody gives a fuck.
Like
that
when
you wanna
people
go.
leave and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hi, everybody. Just want to let you know that for my mental health, I'm taking a break and I won't be in here anymore." It's like,
Yeah,
just
it's like,
go. Just go.
Selena, just log off. Like, we don't give a fuck. Every year, Selena Gomez goes, for my mental health. No, it's not for your mental health. It's because you got fucking ate up. You said some stupid shit. It was embarrassing, and now you have to take a break. Girl, I don't give a shit what you do. I don't even know why I don't like her. I can't remember. Everybody in the Discord has to remind me all the time. And none of us like her. We've all found each other. I don't think the girl's done a thing wrong. I can't remember
I
what
don't
she
know
did.
anything about her other than
Me neither.
she used to date Justin Bieber, right? She's the one.
Correct. That's the defining portion of who she is. She used to date Justin Bieber, and then she also took her homegirl's kidney and didn't say thank you. Something like that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I know we're not allowed to say that. She's also a close talker. Those aren't things you can hate somebody for. But like, I don't know a single song she has. There's no reason for me to dislike this lady. I don't know shit about her, but I don't like her. Isn't that fascinating, our relationship with celebrity, where you just decide, I don't know, I disagree, I don't like that person.
I don't like that person. You know what? I think that the vibes that I get, you know, I'm pretty spot on with being able to read somebody and determine whether or not I think that I like them or don't like them. So I'm no longer, you know, distrusting my gut and giving people the benefit of the doubt. That doesn't mean I'm going to be mean to you, but I'm if I don't like you, I don't like you. That's okay. Not everybody likes me, and that's fine. Let them not like me.
Correct. And that's the most liberating shit. I don't get
That's
that
my
shit.
new thing for 2024. I heard that the other
Okay.
day, and I was like, yes, let them.
Well, welcome. You'll love it here. You will. You will. And the nights are quiet, but oh well. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have. And I don't even know when it started. And that's not to say like I don't need any validation. You know, I would be upset if Justin Beck didn't like me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll be friends. I would be really upset. But I also like. I don't even know how long ago it was. The second that I turned all of my social media private,
Yeah.
and it became just a space for, if you fuck with this, that's great. If you don't, you can leave. That's perfectly fine. It's not about you know the numbers and the totals. I don't need to know that X million people like me, or 2,000 people like me, or 172 people like me. I don't give a shit. This is just a thing where I put my moving thoughts, and then I go on about my business. If you fuck with it, I think that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. That shit, when I went, and I think I went private like a really long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Decades even. 2006 maybe. That is the most liberating thing, because there's no reason to perform for consumption. You should perform for the love of. You should just like to do that shit, and if you like to do that shit, you do that shit. It doesn't matter who likes it or who sees it. Don't get me wrong, that's not to say that, you know, a check wouldn't be nice, but like
You mean a blue check?
no, I mean a financial
Oh, you
check.
mean a check.
Yeah. Fuck a blue check. I don't even give a shit about a blue check. They didn't want to give it to me for all these years. I was like, okay, I guess, girl. You can't even have a blue check and be private.
Oh, really? You have to be out. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy. Think about the message that sends. You are not a notable person that deserves to be verified if you don't feel like sharing with everybody. What?
Wow.
Yeah, that says a lot about where we are in our society. But like, I think for 2024, it's great. And I, in our private conversations, you've already been so liberated where you're like, okay, well, that's not something that I have to do. But
yes,
if you
I'm
love
trying.
that, great.
I'm trying. I actually went against that today. Chris was asking me about something, and I was like, well, after I had already said, no, I'm not doing that. And then I had second thoughts, and I was like, okay, in this space, Amanda, I think that you're going to have to do this. So I made the decision to do it. And he was like, well, can't we just be our own people and just say no? And I was like, I think for everything else, like, we can keep applying that to our lives. But I was like, in this case, I think we have to be a little bit flexible with that boundary. He was like, oh, man.
I love boundaries. I love enforcing boundaries. I love being in the house. Dude, I'm going to say I sometimes like being unliked. Gotta be real with you. When you have a teenager, you gotta get okay with that feeling. And so I'm like, all right, you can hate
really
me now.
do.
I don't.
It stings. And Quinn's not even that mean, but like, we were at dinner last weekend, and oh my God, all of the kids were roasting Chris so hardcore, and it was so funny. And I just kept my mouth shut, and I was laughing and having a good old time. And he was starting to get really bothered by it. And then the other day, Quinn and Chris were roasting me in the morning before school. I'm just sitting there having my cup of coffee, but they both feel the need to pick on me. And I looked at her and I was like, no, I'm sorry. Your loyalty is to me. I don't understand we roast daddy together. It doesn't ever flip flop. And she's like, well, he is right though. And I'm like,
It does flip.
honey.
Unfortunately, it flip flops.
Golly.
It's terrible. I don't love it. And then the problem is, I'll respond. And now I've hurt feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the Cat Williams of this household. Like, oh, now I went too far? Now you didn't like what I said, but what I said, was it true? Okay, then. And then nobody wants to hang out. And now everybody's feeling alienated. I do. I think I should just get a perm and wear a zoot suit and be Cat Williams because...
Oh my God. Did you watch the whole interview?
I sure did, and I love him, and I have always loved him. I have always felt he's a...
Where's your jacket with my cannon?
Maybe at the counter, maybe on the chair downstairs, maybe in the dining room. Where was I?
Cat Williams. You've always loved him.
I do, and I've always felt an affinity for his work. I have always loved him, and like the more that I hear about him, stuff that he hasn't shared, stuff that just has come up, like he fucking adopted all these fucking kids. He pays his openers really well. Like, I just fuck with the way that he lives his life. And, I think there's nothing wrong with brutal honesty.
Do you think that everything he was saying is 100% true?
Yes. Some people are saying that it's hater energy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's hater energy when the hit dog hollers. But is it untrue? Is it untrue? And that's where I'm at. And I think Kat has the same thing as me, where like, I just can't abide by a liar. And I could be quiet and I could be cool about it, but now you want to talk about, okay, well then let's talk about it, I guess.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. I wasn't mad about it. But I do love that the other thing that he exemplified with that 3-hour interview that went viral is people really sat for 3 hours to listen to this man talk.
It was like I don't think I've ever watched a comedy special of his. I knew who he was. Yeah.
Every day I'm hustling. You have to watch that one.
Okay, I'll have to look for it because I just was seeing little clips here and there of him saying stuff, and I was like, okay, I really liked listening to him talk, so I was like, let me go find the whole interview and listen to it. He was fascinating. He's a great storyteller, and he's very funny.
Great storyteller, very funny, very short. I just am like, I love him. I feel this
I didn't
man.
realize he was a Cincinnati Dayton guy either.
Yes, he's an Ohio person. And you know what it is? I think he just does right by people and also just tells the truth. And then sometimes that truth hurts, And I don't think that that's a personality flaw. There's one interview that he did. It's fucking amazing. And one of the hosts of the show tried to come for him just out of nowhere. She said something about his hair or whatever, and he was like, bitch, first of all, this is all my hair, and you can come run your gnarled fingers through it if you'd like. And then she found herself on the receiving end of getting ate the fuck up. But it was just like, why did you fuck with him though? He was just in there. He's a guest here in your house. Why would you do that? That was dumb to do. And some people can misread that as overly defensive. But don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I think he's a classic example of that, and that's why I love him. I do.